Hey everyone, I'm Caleb from ExpressTruckTax. We know truckers are the lifeblood of the American economy, but they rarely get the recognition that they deserve. So we thought, what better way to highlight the realities of life on the road than to talk with actual truckers about their experiences. So joining us here by video chat today is Anthony. Anthony, thank you so much for your time. Why don't you just start by introducing yourself and what you do?
Well, my name is Anthony Bell. I own one truck with a third-party logistics carrier. My own company's name is Essential Transportation. I've had that name for about, I guess, 17 years now. Just trying to provide for my family. I used to be in insurance. I was in customer service and claims. And this is at a time when there was a big boom for insurance companies to go into the healthcare part of insurance versus life insurance and things like that. And unfortunately, they had a massive layoff, and I was an example of that. So I tried to find what I could to do, quickly, pretty much. And they told me there was no waiting line for trucking. So they said you can go into the training program. It's like 3 to 4 weeks, and then they'll do even job placement if you need it. I've met lawyers and some doctors that basically just got out of practice because they wanted to become a trucker. They were tired, they burnt out, and wanted something different. And then I hear the famous one of how they had a 5-year plan. I was one of those kind of guys where I'll be in trucking for 5 years and I'll do something else. It never happened. Just being around other people that had their own truck kind of inspired me. I knew a guy that had like 3 trucks, and I was impressed by that. I was 3 years into trucking, not really knowing a lot about how to become an owner-operator or a fleet owner, but just the idea fascinated me to become something more in that industry. I was a part of the food industry before the pandemic. I'm now on the dry van, if you will, non-perishable goods side. So I'm not hauling food anymore. And that happened, I made that change 3 weeks before the pandemic hit. I still have friends in the food industry, and they maintain work. I'm grateful for that because of the fact that we needed that work, that service. There's been more concern of freight rates, if anything. That was pretty much the basis of, we're going through all this, and then they want us to, pull freight for almost free. And it's unfair, completely unfair. I had to kind of grin and bear it. I mean, I have a great family to support me in the sense of, we take care of one another, and they knew I was, basically down on my luck, so to speak. So I had a lot of support for the 9 weeks. We appreciate what we do primarily because of what, we enjoy trucking for one thing. If we didn't, we wouldn't be in the business. There's a lot of guys I know that have gotten out of trucking because they couldn't handle it. They couldn't hack it. But for the ones that maintain and stayed in, it's appreciation for it, as well as what we do for our country. We basically say we're important, we matter, and this is why I choose to drive.
We want to thank Anthony for joining us today. If you want to share your experience with us in an interview like this, please contact us today. We'd love to chat with you. Thanks for watching, and stay safe.